What's up guys, Jay here, back with another review. Today I have a foldable e-scooter by Fluid Freeride. It is a Mercan WideWheel PRO. Now, just off looks, this thing is amazing. It has the red calipers, it has the 4-inch wide tires. These are hard tires, they're not air-filled. So I'm a little worried it's going to give it a little, kind of a rough ride. We'll see how it goes. But all in all, man, electric scooters are the future. I've done a lot of bikes, I've done some sit-down scooters, but e-scooters to me are amazing because they're foldable. Put this thing in the back of the car and pretty much go anywhere. I'm going to tell you a lot about this, but while we're riding it. So let's wrap it up and get this thing on the road, and we'll see what it does. Alright. So I'm keeping it in eco mode. This has an eco mode and a power mode. I think eco mode, let's see, I'm doing 18, 19 miles an hour right now. And there's no lack of power. "19 miles an hour in eco mode." I tell you what, first impressions, man, it's pretty smooth. You know, I thought with these thick rubber tires that, you know, it would be not as smooth. You know, definitely air-filled tires would be a little smoother, but the suspension on this thing is top tier. Let's kick it up. We're going to go, let's see if I can do it while I'm driving. Now we're in power mode. Oh, wow, you feel a big difference. Coming up to a stop sign here. The brakes worked incredible. Oh yeah, this thing is smooth. Look at, I'm one-handed right now in power mode. I find myself letting off the throttle because it's like you don't need to go that fast. Let me see something. Now that I'm in power mode. Let's see. You got to give it a kickstart. There's a delay. 0 to top speed. 12, 15, 18, 20. 23, 24. This thing is this thing is powerful. Jeez. Stops on a dime too. Well, my first impressions of this thing is it's pretty wicked for a scooter, man. I'm used to riding e-bikes. This thing is phenomenal. But hey, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the ride, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this, and let's talk about it. Now, I'm putting the scooter back into eco mode, just because when I'm driving a scooter this powerful one-handed trying to get some footage, I feel way more comfortable not having that much power available at my thumb. Now, my initial opinion on the WideWheel PRO is that it's a very stylish scooter. I think they did a great job designing it, and it feels like a much more expensive scooter when you're actually on it. Even though the tires are not air-filled and they're solid rubber, the suspension does a great job making the ride as smooth as possible. Now, when you have a scooter that has this much power, you're going to need ample stopping power. WideWheel PRO did a great job designing these giant rotors, and I love the red calipers. I think it gives it a great design. This scooter has twin 500-watt motors, giving it 1,000-watt total power, but I think these motors are capable of putting out probably closer to around 800 watts of peak performance, so that's 1,600 watts total. I'm excited to get this thing up hills and do all kinds of tests with it, which will come later in this video. But in the meantime, let me tell you the perks of having an electric scooter. For me, I'm not a commuter, and that's what this is basically designed for. It's a powerhouse of a commuter scooter. For me, I like to clear my head, so I hop on the scooter and I'm going to take a ride down by the water and kind of do what you're about to see here. One of the best features of this scooter is the battery. It has a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery that's going to give it up to 30 miles of range, which I'm also excited to test, so make sure you stay tuned in the video because I'm going to show you how far I'm actually able to get on this scooter. I just finished the first leg of my trip and I gotta say, man, I am impressed. Before I even talk anymore though, let me give you some other people's opinion on this scooter. Look at this guy. What are you thinking?
Not bad, not bad.
Not a bad unit.
Not a bad unit. Fast.
I gotta say, man, twin 500-watt motors, I didn't think this was gonna be as crazy as it is. I have a scooter that has a single 2,000-watt rear hub, and this gets up hills way easier. Now, that was a simple ride here. I really want to take this thing for a trip, man. We're going to put it through some sand, some dirt, some rocks. I want to do some hills and some jumps. We'll see what it could do. So let's continue our ride. Test number one is this hill right here. Now, I don't live in a great hilly neighborhood, but this is the steepest hill in my town. So I started at 0 miles an hour, and the whole time I climb this hill, the scooter is gaining power, which kind of blew my mind. Test number two is this hill right here. Now this hill is not as steep, but it is a lot bigger. So I want to bring the scooter to 0 miles an hour and we'll see what it could do. Again, I was really impressed with how fast it actually got up to speed. Now, Fluid Freeride says that this scooter does 26 miles an hour. I'm driving it, it's about 35 degrees, so the battery isn't discharging as well. But I think I hit 23 miles an hour, and the LCD screen on the scooter itself says I hit 24 miles an hour. So I'm excited to try this thing in the spring when it warms up a bit and see if I can get the full 26 miles per hour out of this. Now I'm pulling up right here to the woods because we're going to take this thing in and do our off-road testing. Now this scooter is not meant to be off-road, but that's why I'm here. I'm going to put it through the test so you guys don't have to, and let me show you exactly what it is capable of. If your commute consists of a little dirt, some leaves, or even some gravel, with this scooter you really don't have to worry, because with the twin 500-watt motors, I really didn't find anything that could stop this thing. I even found myself a few times doing the full 23 miles an hour in the trails, which kind of blew my mind. You can see the suspension hard at work, and it's making my ride as smooth as possible. Now I have a background of riding dirt bikes and motocross and doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm getting a little old here, but never did I think this would happen. Yeah, you guys can laugh at me if you want, but hey, the durability on this scooter, check it out. Picked it up, I didn't bend one thing, I don't even think I scratched it. And we're back at it. And just like that, guys, our fun has come to an end. So I'm going to give you my honest score on this thing. 8.3. Now, before you say, well, I wasn't a perfect 10, there's a few things that I would change. But listen, an 8.3 is a crazy high score. Before I tell you what I would change, let me tell you what I love about it. First and foremost, since I just finished the ride, the battery. So, big battery, very sleek design. It's almost hard to see that there's even a battery in this thing. It says you get up to 30 miles in range. And now that's true if you're in eco mode. I left it in power mode the whole time. I was off-road a majority of that ride. Dirt, leaves, sand, gravel, a lot of stop and go, and I hit 16 miles. So I believe in full power mode, if you're on the road the whole time, you'll probably get about 22 miles on this. And like I said, for a sleek design, that's phenomenal for a scooter of this size. Another thing that's going to add to that high score is the dual motors. Incredible power. I really didn't find anything that could stop this thing. The stopping power with these brakes and the choice of red calipers are also personal favorite. I didn't go over this in the video yet, but they have integrated a headlight and a tail light with working brake light into the scooter. Just a phenomenal design. The style of this thing, you go out in public, no matter where you are, people are going to want to see you. They're going to want to drive it. They're going to want to check it out, ask questions about it. Being foldable, you can put it in the car, bring it anywhere with you. It's 46 pounds, it's foldable, you can bring it anywhere. You guys are going to say, you know, that's pretty heavy, and it is, but that's what makes it feel so sturdy. It's not so heavy where you can't lift it, but it's heavy enough that it doesn't feel like a cheap scooter. Now, what would I change on this scooter? For one, I wish the deck was a little bit wider. It would give you more of a firm, planted foot feeling. I also kind of wish that the LCD screen was a little bit brighter. At night, when the light's on, you'll see it no problem. But during the day, when it's sunny out, it's kind of hard to see how much battery you have left. But other than that, guys, top tier. Fluid Freeride did a great job on this. I'm leaving a link to this scooter as well as their website down below in the description. And on top of that, they're always having crazy sales. If this isn't your style of a scooter, They have plenty of scooters to choose from. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Till next time. Let's charge this thing up so I can ride it some more.